How you going?
Good, self?
Yeah, good, thanks.
How can I help?
I've got a pump that's leaking.
Okay.
Just sort of trying to find out a bit more about what's available, if you guys can fix it.
Yeah, we definitely can sort something out there. Whereabouts is the leak coming from? Are you able to isolate that for me?
I think it's coming from underneath the pump.
Okay, usually if it's coming underneath the pump, it sounds like a mechanical seal. It's typically about halfway down the pump underneath.
Yep.
Basically what it is the mechanical seal has failed. Water is being allowed to go through from the wet end of the pump through to the dry end of the pump. What that can do is it can cause parts inside of there starting to rust. Are you noticing it's starting to sound pretty loud?
Yes.
Okay, so it definitely sounds like that's the problem we're on. Look, one of the things we can do is we can get a technician out there and have a look, but I think definitely with what you're telling me, it's something on the lines of that we can either try and look at repairing. Now, if we do that, you could be looking at an easy $400 or $500 to repair. Now, typically those parts will only have a 3-month warranty on them, so not really great value for the long term for you and your pool. The other option is we can look at replacement. Do you know what type of pump it is?
It's an Onga pump, I think, yeah.
Okay, yep, so I know those quite well. So look, they're a single speed motor. So typically what happens is you flick them on, they run at one speed and it stays like that. And then when the system turns off, that will allow that to happen. The other thing we could do is, we've got a pump right here. Now this is actually an energy efficient pool pump made by a company called Astral. It's called a P320. Look, the big thing about this pump, as you notice, it's a lot larger than what you've got there already. But this little puppy here is going to actually save you up to $600 in electricity. It's what's called a variable speed motor. Now, you remember as I was saying with that Onga pump, it was running at one speed?
Yeah.
Well, this will actually run at a lot of different speeds. It starts at a maximum of 2,850 revs, so that's at the top of its range. And it does that in the first initial 5 minutes. What that allows the pump to do is prime your system. So we're getting the water through, it's getting it from the skimmer box, through your pump, through your filter and cell, and then back to the pool. After that 5 minutes, we can actually drop that speed. Now these little 3 buttons here, the low, medium and high, basically you only have to hit one of those once and it drops the speed to that every single time the pump starts after that first initial 5 minutes. Okay, that's how it's allowing to...
Do I have to press the buttons?
Only once. So basically when a technician of ours that installs it for you, he'll preset it for you. Yep. He'll fine tune the speeds as well to get the most out of the saving of your equipment, as well as making sure there's enough flow rate, so that's the water going through your system. By doing that, then you're not going to have any little problems down the track. And basically, for example, if you wanted to vacuum your pool after a storm that's come through, you can come along and hit the high button and it will work at that top speed, and when you've finished your job you can come back and then say hit the low speed, and that's all you have to do. So therefore every time the system starts after that, it will go back down to that speed. Alright. The other great feature about these pumps is that they come with a 3-year warranty. So unlike the parts which only has a 3-month warranty, you're getting 3 years. And if you purchase through Poolworks, you actually get additional 12 months thrown on top of that. So it's a total of 4 years, which I think is pretty good. What do you reckon?
It's pretty good. How much does it cost?
Look, this pump here, fully fitted, that's installed, you're looking at $1,550. So that's a technician from here taking the pump to your location, cutting out your old pump, putting this pump in for you, presetting it for you, and you'll be up and running this afternoon.
Right, it's a bit more than one to spend. That's expensive, isn't it?
Look, it's a good value pump. I mean, you can get a cheaper pump if you like. We can look at something like an E-Series pump or a CTX, but they're pretty much single speeds. So they're a little bit like what you have already. With this being an energy efficient pool pump, you're basically going to pay it off within 1.5 years. And then from there on in, you're going to be saving a lot more money and making money for yourself rather than having a single speed motor. So you kind of got to look at the bigger picture as well. Look, I think it's great value and it's going to be a lot better for you too.
Well, how's the prices compared to the internet? Because I've noticed everything on the internet is much cheaper.
Yeah, look, unfortunately you've got to be a bit careful with the internet these days. It's not always what you're going to get is what you see on there. The biggest thing is warranties too. Like I said to you before, it comes with a 3-year warranty, and through Poolworks you get additional 12 months. Now that's saving you about $150 that we throw in for nothing. So good value. You're not going to get that from an internet company. They're not going to install it for you. The other factor too is that companies like Astral, they will only honour the warranty once, like someone like ourselves who are qualified in what we do, to actually install it for you. So you're better off going with someone who knows what they're doing and getting the job done properly. So that's where something we can look at too. You're right with that?
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Okay. Well look, I can actually make a booking today and get someone out there today and get that installed for you if you like.
Yeah, that's good, thanks.
Great. Well, let's go to the desk and get your details.
Cheers.